Hey guys, Akil here. If you frequent the podcast, then you know that a common theme to success is productivity and efficiency. And that's exactly why I chose Spotify for podcasters. Not only can I schedule, edit, and monetize from a single place, but I can also record from my phone, just in case one of those random ideas pops into my head and I got to get it out before I forget about it. Spotify for podcasters also helps me take the conversation to you guys, the fans, by allowing me to do video, share polls, and ask questions, which is, well, what keeps the show rolling. So if you're looking for the easiest way to streamline the podcasting process and maybe, put a few extra bucks in your pocket at the end of each month, check out Spotify for podcasters. I use it. I love it. I recommend it. Hey guys, today we're talking about trading on a tilt. And this is a term that I just learned today, but a tilt is a gambling term of basically when you're in a really bad spot, you start doing even worse stuff. And if this sounds familiar, yes, we see this in trading a lot. So today we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about the steps that you can and should take to recover from that situation and hopefully not blow your account and be out the game for good. But this is probably something that you guys may deal with as well. And the trader said, Akil, can you give me advice on how to deal with a tilt? Today's markets made me lose all of my profits for the month and to be in a drawdown. And I didn't know what a tilt was, but a tilt is apparently like you're spiraling out of control. So you're in a drawdown, and I guess you're not just in a monetary drawdown where your account is getting smaller, but you're in sort of a mental drawdown as well, where you feel things are just like out of control. Have you guys ever been there? I've experienced that before, mainly in drawdowns where it feels like you can't do like when you're hot, right? Whether it's in sports, whether it's in trading, when you're hot, it feels like you can't go wrong. Like whatever you throw at the wall sticks. Whenever you shoot, it goes in. You're just like on fire. It is this amazing feeling. It's like this out of body experience where like you're unconsciously and doing stuff and it just works. A tilt would be the exact opposite. You are doing everything and you just can't get right to save your life. It could be in real life where you're just having a bad day. You wake up, if you're like me, you wake up, you put the coffee machine on, but you forget to put the coffee in, so it just comes out with hot water. Then you got to rush and you redo it, and you forget to put the cup under there, and then the coffee spills all over the counter, and then the coffee spills all over the bills, and it just like piles on. That is a tilt. And he said it's like casino reference as well. Brendan says tilt like double down. Okay, so that makes it even worse. That explains the drawdown. He said I didn't respond to his last message, but he said it was a casino turn. So if he's in a tilt, maybe this trader is also doing what we typically see with revenge trading, where it's like, hey, I lost some money, so what do I do to make that loss back? I double down, right? And when you double down, right, in our minds, we think that, hey, I'm going to double down. I'm going to get this win. I'm going to make up for my losses, put myself back in profit. I'm good to go, baby, right? What typically happens is that you double down and you lose, and now you've lost twice the amount of what you lost before, which is put you in an even deeper hole. And then what do? You double down or triple down or quadruple down again because you got to make it back. And you keep pushing more money into the table until you're broke. And that explains why the trader says, today's market made me lose all my profits for the month. Because let's be honest, right? And again, obviously we don't know what the profits are for the month. He could be up $1. So if you're up $1 and you lose $1, it's not a big deal. But there should probably never be a day where you lose all of your profits for the month, right? Assuming you had a profitable month, right? We're not talking like day 2 of the month, but we're at the end of the month right now. That probably shouldn't happen. So there is some type of outside force or factor that is fueling this fire. This is also interesting because I just got a comment under another YouTube video. I did the video about the reverse martingale strategy that we spoke about in the Q&A session, like a position sizing strategy. And there was a little bit of debate on whether, hey, should we stop trading after blank amount of losing trades, or should we keep going? And there's no, like most things in trading, there's no real answer to that. It's going to depend on the person. But my opinion has always been this, and it's because I'm robotic, I'm mechanical, I stick to my system. Like, I don't believe we should ever stop trading, right? Our edge is based off of an accumulation of multiple trades over time. And for me, my edge is based off of my year. So I don't ever see any reason to stop after if I lose 2 trades in a row, 3 trades in a row, 4 trades in a row, right? I need to be consistent in my edge if I want to see the results of my edge. I don't want to bail when I'm down. But the one time that I can agree on is to stop trading if you are mentally in a fragile place. So if you've gotten to a point where you've taken blank amount of trades in a row and you lost, and you feel yourself going into this tilt, you feel yourself like grabbing the pile of chips and pushing them towards the table, doing stuff you're not supposed to do, then that is the time when we want to stop trading. And my mentor always told me this, right? The first step to turning your trading around is to stop the bleeding, right? One of a term that stood out to me till this day, right? He said, the first thing you need to do, Akil, is stop the bleeding, right? When things are going bad in sports, right? Call a timeout, unlike the Celtics coach, right? Or the Bucks coach, right? Call a timeout. Let's calm down. Let's get a mental reset. So I told this trader this, if you're in a tilt, right? You're just going to become even more emotional, right? Because you were emotional in the first place to go into the tilt. You're losing all your money. Things are disastrous, right? We are not in the right state to make smart decisions. I told you the story of how I had to stop my friend. My friend he had a girlfriend that was cheating on him, and he grabbed a weapon and was running over to her apartment and her dorm room. And you can tell that he was highly emotional. He was full of blood rage and something bad was going to happen. So I went with him and I had to get him in the elevator and just like, hey, let's reset real quick. Let's think about this. And it stopped him from doing something very dumb. Trading wise, we need to do the same thing. So if you find yourself in this state, the first thing you need to do is stop the bleeding. So just stop, get away, close the charts down, go for a walk, a bike ride, watch a movie, anything to distract you from the current situation, right? Put a Band-Aid over the open wound, right? Or a wrap, depending on how big the open wound is, right? Give it time. Then, once you come back, hopefully with a more neutral or better mindset, now you can start working on the solution. But there's no possible way you're going to find the solution when you're in an emotional state, right? Do we ever make great decisions when we're highly emotionally driven? Right? Typically, no. We typically make poor decisions. We make impulse decisions. We make decisions that are going to, in our minds, give us the solution as quickly as possible. We need to kind of get out of that state and plan, right? And the trader said, he was doing what he was doing because the only thing he can think of was, how can I get my money back? So the first step is stop the bleeding, get away from the charts. The second step is reset, right? Reset. Something I always do, and this is going to be the problem why most traders can't get out of the state. Something I always do to reset is I review my trading plan. And I always want to ask myself this question. Are my drawdowns natural or self-inflicted? Natural meaning that I did everything right and they're just wrong. It happens. That's trading. Or is it self-inflicted, meaning I'm doing something to make my situation worse? And we kind of know this situation already. It's doing something to make a situation worse. But the problem why many traders don't get past this point, well, let me ask you guys this. Why do you think traders never get past the stop the bleeding point? Maybe they do a good job of getting away. Maybe they do a good job of wrapping and putting a Band-Aid over the wound. But when it comes to the reset and the evaluation, why do you think traders struggle with this part? And again, for me, the reset and evaluation is revisiting the trading plan, reviewing my trades, making sure everything that I did on the chart is aligned with what's in my trading plan. Well, the problem is I don't think most traders have a trading plan, right? I don't think most traders have a trading plan. We even brought in a trader on Monday for the Q&A who I think I caught that he was a veteran trader, 6-figure trader, something been trading for a long time. And we were trying to break down a situation on gold and we couldn't break it down because he couldn't explain exactly what he was looking for, which means you don't have a trading plan. And when you don't have a trading plan, it's easy to go off the rails because there's nothing grounding you, right? Your trading plan is what grounds you. right? We always, for you guys that are religious, we look at it as kind of like being like your Bible, where it's like, my pastor always says, if you have any questions, just go back and refer to your Bible, right? Your trading plan is basically your trading Bible, right? If you have any questions about anything you're doing in the market, the answer should be in your trading plan. Am I supposed to do this? Check your trading plan. Well, how do I handle this situation? Check your trading plan. Should I be in or out of this trade? Check your trading plan. That is the centerpiece that grounds you. And it's backed up by all of the hard work, the hours that you did developing it. That's the cool thing about a trading plan. It's not just words. And this is why you can't just use someone else's trading plan. It's the entirety of like your whole journey of a trader of learning and testing and developing and getting to where you're at is in that trading plan. So it means so much more to you. So when things are going wrong, this is the perfect place to turn to, because not only does it have rules, but it has experience, it has memories, it has reminders of everything you've done and why you shouldn't F it up. But if you don't have a trading plan, where do you turn to when things go bad? Empty space, right? There's nothing there. So you just create stuff. And when we're in a highly emotional state and we create stuff, we don't create the answers that we need. We create the answers that we want. And that can take us down a very dark path. So it's important to understand that trading is a business and we can't approach it like gamblers. Or if we are going to approach it like gamblers, we want to approach it like professional gamblers, where we have the edge and we understand our edge, both from an on-chart and off-the-chart perspective. Now, if you're someone who's looking to turn your trading around and start treating it more like a business, you can learn to do so over on our website, www.tier1trading.com. We are recognized by Forbes magazine as being innovators in trading education, which means we have set the standard. So check it out, www.tier1trading.com. We have a 14-day trial membership. It gets you on the platform. You can try some stuff out. That means courses, that means live sessions, that means software, and then make your decision if we're the right fit for you before making any type of commitment. www.tier1trading.com. See you guys over there.